Hi everyone. For this week's discussion, we had of the three areas covered, what is the most difficult for you to communicate with clarity? And so I think mine is emotions, and I think emotions are challenging because they're often complicated and they change quickly, which makes it hard to put them into clear words. So sometimes I understand what I'm feeling internally, but don't know how to actually explain it or explain it in a way that someone else understands. That's not always easy. And so one reason emotions can be difficult to communicate clearly is that they're influenced by many different factors at the same time. So like stress, expectations, other people's reactions, they all shape how someone feels in a moment or how I feel in a moment. And so because of that, when I try to explain it, it can sometimes come out incomplete or confusing. And I might just say I'm frustrated or stressed, but those words don't actually describe what I may mean or what I may be feeling in that moment. And then another challenge is that emotions can affect the way we communicate. So when people feel strong emotions, they may speak quickly or react defensively or just avoid the conversation. And I've noticed that when I feel frustrated or overwhelmed, it can be harder to just slow down and put my point across and explain what I'm feeling in a very clear and calm way. And so for me, instead of explaining the emotion, I might just shorten the conversation or move past it, which can make communication less clear for the other person, and it actually makes it harder for them to understand me as a whole. And I also think that emotions can be difficult to communicate because people interpret them differently. Someone might understand the tone of voice or the meaning behind something what is said. Even if I think I'm expressing myself clearly, the other person might hear something different because they are viewing the conversation through their own perceptions and experiences in life and stuff like that. So if I'm like not using the right tone of voice, it can come across completely different. And so that's a big challenge. And so because of these challenges, I think one thing I can work on is being more intentional about identifying my emotions before trying to actually communicate them. So slowing down. And so taking a moment to think about what I'm actually feeling can help me explain it more clearly. Another thing I can practice is just slowing down during conversations and choosing words that better describe what I mean instead of just reacting so quickly and trying to just put it all out on one thing. And so I think overall, emotions are the area where communication clarity is most difficult for me. However, by being more aware of my feelings and emotions and taking time to express them thoughtfully and with a clear, concise way, I can improve how clearly I communicate to others through that, and it will help me with my relationships in the future.